Where'd that pole go though? Can you guys hear me? Okay, the mic's off. Retouch. Okay, because I was looking crazy. Okay. Highlight saved to your channel as understood. No. At least 1 minute of your videos needed to start a highlight. Okay. I'm new here. I don't know how to do this. Okay. So for today's live, I want to talk about a testimonial and explain exactly what I did. So you started. Everything is crooked. Hold on. Guys, wait. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to get everything right. Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about one of my clients, Millie. So Millie is a 56-year-old former builder, right? So she was competing for about 20 years since she was in her 30s, and she recently stopped pre like pandemic. So 2019, she stopped. Right. And she was someone who was pro protein, taking so much supplements, taking all of these things on a strict diet, working out so many times a week. She was doing the thing. But she was burnt out after. She was burnt out. She going through menopause and she was going through her hot flashes, having horrible symptoms. Right? And she was like, Zara, what are you doing? Because when I started going alkaline and then I went raw. And she's like, I see you lose all this weight. What are you doing to lose weight? I need help. I'm burnt out. And I'm just like, okay, let me help you. Come over here. So after her following my protocols and I put her on a set plan, in 3 months, she lost 20 pounds, right? Age of 54 at the time. She was 54, turning 55, okay? So when a lot of older women come to me, their first mental block is that, oh, like losing weight is harder in your 50s. That is not further from the truth. That is far truth, okay? Weight loss can be easy, but we're looking at it in a different way. If you're only focusing on calories, then you're doing this whole thing wrong. It's not about calories, you guys, because I can have 5 calories a day. And if my body does not know how to convert those 5 calories into energy, or if I don't even know what the heck to do with those 5 calories, then that's like me having 5 calories, I'll stay the same size if my body does not know what to do with those 5 calories. So for the women who think like, you know, it's hard to lose weight, no. The reason why it's hard for you is because you're viewing it in the wrong way. You're focusing on, okay, I need to restrict myself. And you're not focusing on healing. Because 9 times out of 10, your body's not able to lose weight because it needs to heal. Especially when you have visceral fat. Visceral fat will be stored, especially in the gut, around your digestive organs. So like your pancreas, your liver, your kidneys. And what does fat do? Fat is there to protect you. A lot of women that have also high estrogen as well is that they have a bunch of visceral fat surrounding their organs, especially their digestive organs, because that's it's an attack. And the fat is there to protect those organs because those organs are out of whack. So we need to detox. And I kid you not, the moment you detox and you prioritize your digestive organs, that is when that visceral fat will just melt off. So it's not about calories whatsoever, you guys. It's about healing your body. So what we do with Millie? The first thing we did with Millie is changed her diet. I pray and I hope this works because last time this wasn't even working. So what we did is that we changed her, it's not working that man. We changed her diet. Hopefully you can see that. You can't even see it. You know, I'm just gonna talk to you guys like this because I wanted a visual, but it's not working today. Anyways, okay. So diet, write that down in the chat if you guys are here, if you guys are pensioned, but diet, we changed her diet. The reason why we changed diet is because, think about it like this, guys. Your body does not crave food, craves energy. This is so important because we are energy. Without energy, we would not be able to move. I wouldn't even be able to speak to you guys today if I did not have energy. So your body craves energy and nutrients, not food. So if you're craving a pizza, you're like, oh, I want to get a pizza. You're not hungry. You're emotionally hungry. right? And here's the thing. When we are hungry and we go for processed food that's already went through its metabolic process. Think about it. Let's take a potato, for example. Making chips. You take that potato, which is in its whole form, you strip the potato, you boil the potato, or its minerals and its nutrients, because remember, whenever you put a flame to food, you change its molecular structure. Whenever you put a flame to any sort of molecule, any element, you change the structure. So now, you're putting the potato in the oven, you're boiling the potato, take it out the pot, drain, slice it up, put it in the oven, then you deep fry it, add your oil. Look at what you just did to the potato. You put it through processing. Now you're left with the deep fried potato. What do you think has more energy? What do you think has more nutrients? The whole potato or the chip? The whole potato or the fried? I know the fried tastes better, but it's not about taste. It's about nutrients. So you did all that to the potato to get the junk part. That's why we call it junk food, because it's literally the garbage of the food. And then you eat that. Remember how I said your body does not crave nutrients? Your body does not crave food, it craves nutrients. So now you're eating something that does not serve you, it does not have nutrients. What happens? You eat your fries, and then what happens? 5 minutes later, an hour later, you're hungry again. And then what do you go eat? You have pizza. You girls, you have pasta, hamburger. Okay? And then you go and eat again, and you see how you keep on overeating, but you're not saying, hey, I'm hungry, but you're not feeding your body nutrients. That is why it's so important that when you are hungry, you eat whole foods and you eat foods that have nutrients in them. And I guarantee you, if you're someone that is always and is hungry, it's because you're eating so much processed food and you don't even know it. And that's the first step. So what we did with Millie is that we made sure that she did not have any processed food in her diet at all. At all. Thank you guys for voting. Let me see the votes that came in. Someone said sometimes. Okay, perfect. If you said sometimes, I'm going to go through why you're craving that sugar sometimes. Okay, how do we get off of this? Oh, okay. Yeah, so when it comes to craving sugar and why we crave sugar for two reasons, and I'll break down the first reason. So back onto the topic of processed food, right? So a lot of processed food, especially your fries, your potatoes, your starches, those like to produce a lot of yeast, candida, and some mold here, right? Because think about it. If you leave bread out for long enough, what will happen? It will start to get hard, it'll start to mold, and then you'll see those little like green specks or blue specks on the bread, especially with cheese. You cheese out, you're gonna see green specks, you're gonna see blue specks. So cheese, breads, those are the most foods that cause the mold. Now, if you have poor gut health, means you're bloated, which means you don't have a fast metabolism. That means that if you're not able to break down your food in a set amount of time, there is a chance that your food is going to be molding. Bacteria is going to grow, especially if you're eating wheat, dairy. Those are the main ones. So that's why it's so important to have optimal gut health. So that is why. And what happens with that bacteria is that it starts creating these parasites overgrowth, these bacterias, these lukeworms, all of these things. And remind you, these things are now living organisms occupying your gut. Majority of your nerve endings are in your gut, okay? Which means that whatever you feel, all of your emotions are stemming from your gut, not your brain. Your brain conceptualizes those emotions and labels those emotions. So, no dairy occasionally. I'm in great shape. That's really good. Spartacus. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. So that's typically what happens, guys. So, what I thought back my train of thought. Who remembers where I was? Oh, where was I? Okay, I think I was talking about the parasites, right? Parasites are living organisms, which means survive like how we need to survive. What do we need to survive? We need food, water, and we need environment. We need shelter. Same with the parasites. They also need food, they need water, and they need an environment. What's their environment? They need a host. Who's the host? You're the host. Food, they love their yeast, their candida, their mold, and their sugar. Water, they love their water too. Yes. So, the more you eat food that creates yeast, candida, and mold, the more parasites are going to be in the gut, and the more they're going to want to feed off that sugar. So the more you're going to crave sugar. The more you crave sugar, you guys, and I'm being so honest, the more you crave sugar, the more parasites you have. And the more you stop giving into those cravings, the more you're going to suffer. I'll tell you why. It's going to be a good suffer. Because when you have withdrawals from sugar and you feel lightheaded, you feel like, oh my God, I need something, don't give in, because those are the parasites dying. And remember how I said majority of your nerves are in your gut. So when in your gut, you're going to feel like you're dying. You're going to feel like you're the one who is having a headache. You're the one who's going to faint. Okay? And I kid you not, 9 times out of 10, because I've done so many cleanses and I helped so much of my clients do parasite cleanses as well, these emotions that you're feeling are not real. Okay? And we'll see too, a lot of emotions are not real. And I say this very lightly because this does sound insensitive. No, I understand emotions are. Okay? And emotions are not what you think they are. Majority of your emotions that you experience come from your gut. So it's not very accurate, right? Because if you feel, for example, somebody would be like, oh, I just feel sad. Oh, why are you sad? Oh, I don't know. I just feel sad. And it's like, okay, right? So a lot of these emotions that you're feeling, you don't even know why you're feeling them, right? And then your brain will conceptualize them, okay, based on programming, based on, you're experiencing. It's like, okay, this must be sadness. This must be depression, right? So a lot of the times when we experience an emotion, we're not actually labeling it correctly. So that's one thing. But with your gut health, you want to make sure that when you're doing a parasite cleanse, you don't feed into your symptoms that you're experiencing. So a lot of times when people parasite cleanse, they will feel lightheaded. They will feel like, okay, they need a sugar, they need a hamburger. That is why it's so important when you do a parasite cleanse, you're also in isolation, that you're also taking maybe time off work, you're resting, you're doing introspection, you're journaling. So really figure out, are these my emotions? Where are these things coming from? That's very important. So that's really important to look at. Now, the reason why I kind of went into this direction of when I'm talking is that a lot of us, our biggest downfall is sugar, because a lot of us have parasites, okay? So we need to change our diet. And the key here is the foods that you're eating. So how do we make sure that we accumulate parasites in the body? We switch to raw foods. If you want to heal your body, and this is not just like do it 1 week and then you're good, because a lot of clients come to me, or like women come to me and reach out, I've done a fruit fast, but now I lost weight, but I gained it back. Just think about it for a second, guys. If you're doing a cleanse for a week and then I lost weight, and then you go back used to eat, do you think you're going to keep the weight off? Probably not. So raw living fruits and vegetables are amazing, because it's a lifestyle. You have to eat majority of your foods raw. Why raw? Is because raw foods have the most amount of nutrients, okay? Because remember, as soon as you put a flame to your food, that structure changes. Also, raw foods they are the easiest to digest, and they take the fastest to digest. You're not using so much of your energy to break it down. With processed foods, let me see what question that you posted. Does it make sense I have night sweets? I have night sweats because of sugar. Yeah, that tends to happen. So a lot of too can create these symptoms. So like night sweats, you're itching at night, you're up all night as well, or you just crave a lot of food at night. That's definitely sugar as well. Okay. Yeah, when I say raw foods, I mean fruits and vegetables. Okay. Yeah, so make sure that So every time I answer questions, I'm like, what did I just say? I'm like so locked in. That's the thing. I'll talk about that too. So with raw foods, easiest to digest, because every time, think about it. Every time you eat, it takes energy to break it down. Majority of your energy gets utilized from breaking down food. So we need to do our body a favor by eating food that takes quick to digest, but also you yield more energy. So that's your whole foods, your raw foods. Okay, the more water food has, the easier it is to digest. Because water, think about water. You drink water, it's like, I gotta go the water away. Water is the quickest thing to digest in your body. Same with your raw fruits. So your melons and your fruits, they have H3O2, high in water, easy to make, gives you energy. Carbohydrates. A lot of people fear carbs. Carbs are not the problem. Because if we break down what carbs truly are, carbohydrates is just carbon hydrogen bonds. Okay, a carbon bond and then hydrogen and oxygen on the outside. That's the structure. That's how it's made up. We are carbon beings. We're also beings that have hydrogen and oxygen. That is how we are here right now. So we need to understand that carb is good sugar that we need to fuel our body. But we don't want complex carbs like the pasta, the breads. We don't want that. We want simple carbohydrates, simple sugars, fructose. Really important to heal. So when you change your diet and eat more raw, number one, you're boosting your metabolism, more energy. Number two, it's not taking you long to get down. So there's a chance, remember how I said with like eating your breads, your pasta, if your gut health is not up to par, it's gonna take so long to break that down. There's a chance that it could start to mold in there. Maybe you have problems with your acid levels in your gut, hydrochloric acid, you're not able to break it down. Your stomach's not hot enough. There's so much factors. Fruit, it will naturally just heal your body. Let's see what you guys say. I don't like the taste of water for real. If you don't like the taste of water, that's actually pretty good. You can eat more fruits. Fruits that are high in melon will actually help hydrate your cells. Which is really important because like typically with water tends to leave you feeling bloated. So that means that it's not getting to the cells. So if you have H3O2 from your melons and things like that, your fruits, it's going to help that hydration directly in your cells. So you're not bloated and you're not looking puffy from water retention. Okay, so that's what we did with Millie. We put her on raw foods. So the fruits that she loves is that she loves her berries because she is a woman 56 and she is going through hormonal issues. So she has menopause. Berries are amazing for your hormones. So we put her on a lot of berries. We didn't put her on bananas though, because bananas are a bit starchy. So when we're detoxing, we don't do bananas. Bananas are still, I like bananas, but we didn't put her on bananas because she was trying to have ease with her menopause. So we put her on a lot. She loves her cherries. We put her on melons. She loves her avocados. She also does Pilates 4 times a week. So we gave her a lot of avocados to build those muscles. We gave her saw-palmetto berries. We gave her horsetail and ashwagandha. Okay, so Pusha said, what to eat to lose weight and gain abs for a girl? Love this question. So if you've on Instagram, I'm going to be posting a gym challenge. So what to eat to lose weight and gain muscle is simply having a lot more fruits. It's really, especially if you're bloated. A lot of times when you're bloated, we can't see your abs, right? So fruits is really going to help de-bloat. So fruits like melons, apples, orange, those hydrating fruits will really help. I want all women to know that we do not want to be eating wheat and gluten. That's really going to mess with our stomach. Also reduce the estrogen foods. So estrogen is a woman's growth hormones. That's why we have breasts. That's why we have hips, right? And what happens when you have high estrogen, it typically will start to give you like stubborn belly fat. So drop the high estrogen foods. So stick to a lot of fruit, and then workout wise, what I do is I do a lot of like Pilates. So push-ups are good, like what Sparticia said. And then what else do? I do leg ups. So basically I'm on the floor like this and I try to bring my legs as close as I can to my chest. So I'm like that. What else do? I'll send you this woman, her name is Move with Nicole. She does a lot of Pilates. Please follow her. So if you search up Move, so MOVE, and then with Nicole, and you search up abs, that'll be good. But diet wise, you really want to make sure that you're getting rid of wheat, gluten, dairy, and then upping those fruits. And yeah, that's exactly what we did for Millie as well. So we did high fruits and berries too. Berries are really good for detoxing. Also, berries are good for hormones. So if you notice that you do have high estrogen, get on those berries. Okay. But the main takeaway here, you guys, is just sugar cravings. It's just been a lot of people's downfall, and that's my focus. So definitely rewatch this live. I'm gonna end it here, quick live for today. But the main thing we did was target the diet. So yeah, guys, that's it. Diabetes scares me. So I have a training on diabetes. I will put a little snippets in here on my YouTube. I'll post a little bit of it, but I have like the full training on my Detox Academy. So if you guys are interested, definitely apply to Detox Academy. I'm taking applications. So if you're interested in learning more about detoxing and really just, living your life, guys, their health is your biggest currency. And the best time to start is now. A lot of people, their main objection is like, I can't start eating healthy until I have money. That cannot be further from the truth. Think about it. You spend X amount of money on DoorDash, Uber Eats, on clothes that decrease in value. What's wrong with buying more fruits and vegetables? Right? And it's it's less expensive because guess what? You're not buying the bread, you're not buying wheat and pasta, you're just buying fruits and vegetables. So it saves you money instead of buying like every single food group or every single food in each food group. So it actually saves you money when you eat healthy. It saves you money. What else? And just live a more simplistic lifestyle. Like living more simplistic actually saves you money, guys. Like, hello, right? Because we're not trying to, buy the newest in the next thing. So that's really important. How did you reply to me? Oh, you guys talking to each other. Yeah, you want to buy as close as natural as possible, you guys. Really important. So this year's the year to really take priority of your health, take control of your health, okay? Especially if you have goals. A lot of people goal setting in 2025. You can set all the goals that you want, but if you are not healthy, then you're not going to have the energy to actually achieve those goals, okay? I know so many like multi-millionaires that are the most unhealthy and they cannot travel. They cannot travel. They're being trapped because of their health and they have all this money. So take it from a multi-millionaire. If they're not prioritizing their health with all this money, girl, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It's like they still can't even live their life because they're not healthy. That's why like your health is your first currency. You have to invest in yourself, guys. So I'm going to kind of end this live here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That'll be it for today. And yeah, this live will be saved to my page and I might post this on other snippets and stuff. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm going to hop off. It's been great. What else did I want to say? I think that's it. Thank you, guys.